She's watching you, thinking about you, but she'll never reach out. And the reason why? It's not what you think, and it might just shake everything you believe about relationships. Most men go through life confused, assuming women feel and act the way men do. They don't. A woman would rather suffer in silence than admit she was wrong. She'll stalk your profile, rewatch your stories, and whisper your name in her thoughts, but she'll never be the first to break the silence. You think she's moved on? She hasn't. She's watching, waiting, hoping, but she won't make the first move. And once you understand why, everything about the way you view attraction, relationships, and self-worth will shift forever. Comment, I'm ready, if you're prepared for the raw, unfiltered truth. If you've ever been haunted by the silence of a woman who once swore she loved you, this may be the most important thing you hear, because today, I'm revealing the 5 brutal truths about why she's watching, but refusing to reach out. And once you understand these, you'll stop chasing women who only offer you breadcrumbs, and start commanding the respect you deserve. Truth number 1, she's addicted to watching you. She can't stop. Not because she's over you, but because she's hooked on the silent power of observation. She checks your posts, replays your stories, studies your life. But she'll never give you the satisfaction of knowing. She won't message. She won't call. Because that would mean surrendering the one thing she values more than closure, control. See, men and women operate on different emotional frequencies. When a man misses someone, he reaches out. He tries to fix it. But when a woman misses someone, she waits. She tests. She plots, silently. She doesn't watch because she wants to come back. She watches because she wants to know, do I still live in his mind rent-free? For her, that's enough. As long as she thinks you're still checking for her, she still feels powerful. But if she texts you first, if she admits she still thinks about you, she gives up that power. And most women won't risk that, so she waits and watches. She believes, sooner or later, you'll break. You'll watch her story, like her post, slide into her DMs. That's the strategy. And most men fall for it. They confuse attention with affection. They think, if she's still watching, she must still care. Wrong. A woman only reaches out to the man she's afraid of losing forever. And if she's still silent, it means she's confident you'll come back. Until then, she watches. She studies your happiness, your confidence, whether you've moved on. And if she doesn't like what she sees, she'll act, but not by reaching out. She'll post a picture with another guy, upload a glow-up selfie, drop a quote about healing and moving on. It's bait. And if you bite, she wins. Because the moment she knows you're still emotionally invested, she still has control. But here's the real kicker, if she truly wanted you back, you'd know. She wouldn't be silent. She'd be in your inbox, showing up, fighting for it. Because women don't sit on the sidelines for men they're afraid to lose. So, if she's just watching, you're not her priority. You're her option. And that's the truth most men refuse to accept. But here's the paradox. The moment you stop watching her, the moment you cut her off completely, she feels it. Now you're the mystery. Now you hold the power. And for the first time, she's the one wondering. Your silence starts to haunt her. Because now, she doesn't know what you're thinking. She doesn't know if you've moved on. And that drives her insane. Truth number 2, she fears losing control more than losing you. This was never about missing you. It was about missing her grip on your emotions. She doesn't sit there crying about what she lost. She sits there wondering, does he still care? Do I still have him emotionally hooked? If she was truly afraid of losing you, she wouldn't have risked letting you go in the first place, but she did, because what she feared more than your absence was losing control over the dynamic. This isn't love. It's leverage. And the moment you stop responding to it, the game ends. The choice is yours now. Keep watching her watch you. Or reclaim your self-respect and disappear from her view completely, because in the end, the man who doesn't flinch when she watches in silence is the one she remembers forever. She will test you again and again. Not to be cruel, but to see what you're really made of. If you fold under pressure, become needy, or start putting her above your purpose, the detachment begins. Quietly. Slowly. But deliberately. Most men think a breakup is sudden. It's not. It's a process. And by the time she physically leaves, she's already been emotionally gone, for weeks, maybe months, sometimes even years. She was just waiting for a reason to justify what she already felt inside. Here's where most men get it wrong. They assume her leaving means it's over for good. That she must have found someone else. That she's moved on and is living her best life, but that's not always true. Sometimes, she leaves not to end things forever, but to see what you'll do. Will you chase? Will you beg? Will you prove she was the center of your world? Because if you do, now she knows she made the right choice. The moment you fall apart, the moment she sees you waiting, watching, breaking down, she wins, and that's exactly why she won't reach out first. Because in her mind, reaching out means surrendering control. And most women would rather lose a man than lose power over him. Here's the truth. A woman doesn't fear losing a man. She fears losing control over a man she can still influence. When a woman truly values a man, she shows up. She communicates. She compromises. She puts in effort. But if she's quiet, watching from a distance, saying nothing, it's because she still believes she has the upper hand. She thinks you're still checking her stories, wondering about her, replaying the past day. As long as she believes she still lives rent-free in your head, she has no reason to return. She only panics when that illusion crumbles. That's when everything changes. When she realizes you're no longer chasing, no longer watching, no longer playing the game, her entire strategy falls apart. Now she starts overthinking. Now she starts wondering, did I lose him? Has he moved on? Why hasn't he reacted? This is when the tables turn. Because her biggest fear isn't losing love, it's losing control over the emotions she once controlled, and that's why she'll test the waters first, subtly. A photo with another guy. A vague caption. A song lyric that hints at you. She'll be watching, waiting, hoping you take the bait. Because if you react, even once, she knows she still holds power, but if you don't, that's when the panic sets in. That's when she realizes she may have miscalculated. Now she's the one checking your profile. Now she's wondering who you're with. Now she's replaying the memories, because suddenly, she feels what you once did, uncertainty, loss, regret, and that's when she breaks. Because in that moment, she's no longer in control. Now, she fears losing you more than she fears losing power. Remember this, the one who cares less always has the advantage. It's not about arrogance. It's about knowing your worth. Women don't fall for certainty. They don't get attached to comfort. They get pulled in by mystery, challenge, and emotional unpredictability. The second a woman knows you're waiting, the moment she feels no more tension, no more challenge, she loses interest. But when you walk away completely, when you stop reacting and reclaim your power, that's when she starts to feel what real loss actually means. She might still care, but she won't chase you. Why? Because in her mind, she already has you. And women don't chase what they feel is already theirs. They chase what they fear losing. Not a woman will obsess over the man she can't fully have. She'll stay up thinking about the one who keeps her guessing. The man who's unpredictable. The man whose presence feels like a privilege, not a guarantee, but when she knows you're still waiting. When she senses you're more invested than she is. She relaxes. She lets you carry the emotional weight. She takes the attention, gives nothing back, and slowly stops valuing you. This is where most men destroy their own worth. They chase. They overexpress. They become predictable, and the moment you become predictable, it's over. Why are women drawn to uncertainty? Why do they keep returning to men who treat them poorly? It's not about toxicity, it's about emotional tension. Those men never let her get too comfortable. One day he's present, the next he's distant. One moment she feels special, the next she questions everything, and while it may seem cruel, it's this tension that keeps her emotionally invested. She doesn't want the man who caters to her every need. She wants the man whose attention must be earned. She wants the chase. The more available you are, the less attractive you become. Give too much, and you kill the spark, the world tells men. Be a nice guy. Be open. Be available. Show her you care. But the truth is, once she knows she has you, she stops trying. The most powerful thing a man can do? Detach from the outcome. Never care more than she does. Let her wonder where she stands with you. This is how you destroy your value without realizing it. Every double text lowers your worth. Every attempt to explain yourself weakens your position. Every plea for closure gives her control, because in her mind, if you're still chasing, you're still hers. And if she believes she can have you anytime, she won't want you at all. Women don't respect men who chase. They respect men who walk away. Men who are focused, grounded, and moving forward, with or without her. When you become that man, she feels it. She senses the shift. And suddenly, she's the one thinking about you. She's the one reaching out. She's the one chasing. How do you flip the power dynamic? Right now, she expects you to be watching her stories. She expects you to text first. She expects you to care more, but when you don't, her mind starts to spiral. Did I misread him? Has he moved on? Was he ever really mine? That doubt? That's what brings her back, because now, she's the uncertain one. She's the one feeling powerless. She's the one chasing, and that's when everything shifts. The ultimate mindset shift is simple. The one who cares less holds the power. Once you understand that, you'll stop chasing. You'll stop begging. You'll stop wondering, because now you know the truth. The moment a woman feels she's completely won you, she loses interest, but the moment she has to chase, she falls harder than ever. The moment you stop playing her game and start focusing entirely on your mission, everything changes. That's when she starts craving you. That's when you regain control. That's when the regret kicks in. Number 4, your absence speaks louder than any words ever could. Silence is brutal. It's power in its rawest form. It forces her to sit alone with her thoughts, her regrets, and one undeniable truth: she no longer has access to you. She expects a reaction. She expects you to chase her, to prove that you still care. And when you don't, her entire illusion collapses. Most men fall into the trap of words, trying to explain, to fix, to convince. If I just say the right thing, if I remind her of the good times, if I pour my heart out, but that's not how it works. Words without emotion are meaningless. You could write the most heartfelt message in the world, it won't matter. Because regret isn't born from clarity. It's born from uncertainty, and nothing creates uncertainty like your silence. Disappearing is not about revenge, it's about shifting the power. When you become a mystery, when you become the unanswered question, that's when her mind turns against her. She starts to wonder, why hasn't he called? Did I misjudge him? Did I matter at all? She remembers the way you looked at her, the way you made her feel like she was the only one in the world. But now, you're gone. And that absence hits different. As long as she still believes you're an option, she feels no loss. But when she senses you've truly vanished, when she feels the finality of your silence, that's when the real shift happens. She starts checking her phone. She replays memories. She scrolls through your photos at night, searching for signs that maybe, just maybe, you've moved on, but she'll never admit it. That she'll post as if she's thriving. Laugh louder. Smile bigger. Pretend she's happier than ever. But it's not for her. It's for you. It's bait. Because deep down, she's waiting for your reaction. Waiting for your message. Waiting for you to break, and when you don't, that's when the panic sets in. That's when it hits her. Maybe she lost something rare. Maybe you weren't just another man. Maybe you were the one, not because you chased her, but because you didn't. And the more she realizes what she lost, the more it lingers. That's why the man who walks away completely, without games, without warnings, is the one she remembers. Because he becomes the man she can't get back. And nothing haunts a woman more than the silence of the man who never returned. Number 5, if she truly wanted you, she would show up. No hesitation. No excuses. No mixed signals. When a woman genuinely wants a man in her life, you don't have to decode her intentions, she makes them clear. She reaches out. She makes her presence known. She doesn't sit quietly in the background waiting for a sign. She acts as if she's just watching from a distance, viewing your stories, lingering but never reaching out. Here's the truth: you are not her priority. She may think about you. She may even miss you. But not enough to take action. And that is the dividing line between men who waste time and men who value themselves. A man who knows his worth doesn't chase breadcrumbs. He doesn't confuse passive interest with real effort. He doesn't sit there dissecting her silence, thinking her social media views mean something. Because he knows the truth, if she wanted him, she would be there. Fully. Clearly. Without confusion, she wouldn't keep things open-ended. She wouldn't send vague signals hoping to be chased. A woman who truly wants a man makes it known. She doesn't hide behind pride. She doesn't wait for permission. She creates the opportunity herself, but if she's quiet, if she's doing everything except actually reaching out, then you were never the first choice. She's keeping the door slightly open, not because she plans to return, but because she wants the option to. That's the part most men refuse to accept, that she's not wrestling with whether to text you. She's not sitting by her phone waiting for a sign. If she truly wanted you back, none of that would stop her. She would reach out. Swallow her pride. Do what it takes, but she's not. She's choosing silence. And silence is an answer. The man who understands this doesn't wait. He doesn't doubt. He doesn't cling to the hope that maybe she'll come around, because he knows, if she truly valued what they had, she would have fought for it. She didn't. And that's all the clarity he needs to move on, because women know exactly what they're doing. They know how their silence makes you wonder. But a man who values himself doesn't wonder, he walks. Uncertainty is what keeps him trapped. A little attention, a random message, a like on a story, it's enough to keep him emotionally hooked. That's how most men get stuck in limbo, half waiting for her to return, half pretending they've moved on. But a man who knows his worth doesn't play these games. That he doesn't chase validation from a woman whose actions have made it clear he's not a priority. He doesn't waste energy decoding silence. He doesn't sit there wondering if she still cares, if she regrets walking away, or if she's sending subtle signals through her social media. He knows the truth. If she truly wanted him, she'd be there. No mixed signals. No games. Just clarity and effort, because when a woman sees a man as valuable, she does not risk losing him. She doesn't stay silent when silence could cost her someone irreplaceable, and once you understand this, everything changes. You stop waiting. You stop hoping for a message that never comes. You stop analyzing her stories, her posts, her likes, because the only message that matters is the one she never sent. And that silence? That is her answer. A high-value man doesn't wait for a woman to realize what she lost. He doesn't hit pause on his life, hoping she wakes up one day. He moves forward. He builds. He becomes. He turns into the man she will one day regret losing, and when that day comes, and it will, when she finally reaches out, he won't be the same man anymore. He'll be stronger, sharper, untouchable, and the deepest regret she'll carry, knowing the man she once had is now the man she can never have again. Stop chasing ghosts. Stop waiting for signs. Accept the truth of female nature. She may watch, but she won't reach. And that's your freedom. Level up. Become the man she can't replace. Subscribe now. Support the channel and help spread this message to more men who need it. Hit that like button. Drop a comment. I control my emotions, not her. You are the prize. Act like it.